Hey Matt, it's good to see you again. How's it going?
Allie, it's always great to see you. How are you?
Good. I'd ask how the weather was, but it's probably the same in Dallas today as it was yesterday.
Well, I'm in Dallas. You're in San Diego, so you're probably, I don't know, you probably just got back from playing beach volleyball or something.
Yeah, I wish when the beaches are open. Stay tuned. But
What
anyways,
people watching this
what's up?
may not know about your history as a collegiate volleyball star.
Yes, gotta dust the cobwebs off the volleyballs, but we'll make that happen here hopefully in the coming weeks. But yes, excited to get back out there. So, anyways, I digress, but I wanted to check in with you, see what's going on. Last time we talked, we spoke about the pandemic, which seems like all we talk about these days for obvious reasons. But
hmm
I wanted to kind of tee up our conversation to chat more about the M&A and why it's so important right now. Maybe that's evolved a little bit throughout the last couple of months. Kind of give me some insights into that since we last touched base.
Well, I mean, I think M&A in general is critical for our industry. We've got a demographic where the average age of an RIA founder is, pushing 60, give or take, depending on the source. So it's an aging demographic on the principal side, but 60 is the new 40.
Absolutely.
But the other issue is, look, RIA is it's a fiduciary business. We made a fiduciary promise to our clients, and we also have a moral obligation to our teams. So, M&A helps facilitate the succession planning issue in the industry, and it gives the next generation in the firm more support, and therefore the clients are in a better position. So I think M&A, from a client's perspective, really strengthens the industry. From an industry and efficiency standpoint, you look at things like, does the industry really need 19,000 compliance departments or 19,000 marketing departments? Probably not. So it also helps in that regard.
Sure. It's also interesting to think how succession planning and growth, those used to be completely bifurcated concepts in the M&A world. And now those are almost actually coming together because succession planning really relates to growth so that you can attract talent for the next generation. Tell us how that has evolved and continues to evolve in the next couple of years.
Well, you think about it, and I think I've made this comment in the past. The entire future about the business is really having the best people supported by the best possible technology. And so, in order to attract great people nowadays, you need to be growing.
Right.
So, if you want to attract a great successor, you need to be growing at the same time. So they're linked. They're linked, no doubt.
Absolutely. And by growing, not hiding behind market growth, but actual true growth.
Right.
How do firm growth rates change when you join a firm like Beacon Points? Do you see instantaneous uptick? Does it take a while? Give us a little insight into that.
Well, ideally, if you were to partner with a larger firm, the larger firm would take a lot of the non-money making distractions out of your way, so you could focus on what's most important, which are your very best relationships, both clients and centers of influence. That should, in and of itself, increase growth. And then larger firms tend to have made investments in, a formal marketing department and strategy, and that may be multi-pronged, and that tends to help as well. And then many of the larger firms have the custodial referral relationships. So the major custodians in the industry, their retail branches refer clients. You put all of that together, bigger brand, bigger story, and the other sources of new clients, and it just tends to
You're
work.
off to the races. Yeah. So I have two favorite phrases of yours that I love, and I'll let you explain what they are. But the three rules that are 1 through 3, and it's you can share what it is, and then the 2 E's. Tell us about the great fit for Beacon Point and what we look for from a culture perspective.
I think what you're referring to are the first 3 screens. So,
Yes.
when we're talking to a potential new partner for Beacon Point, the first 3 screens are no jerks allowed, no jerks allowed, no jerks allowed.
That's the
Because,
one.
yeah, I mean, life's too short, and we have a really fabulous culture as a national RIA, and we work on things collaboratively. We're in the room together, all the partners, at least twice a year, and that we really, really want to protect that environment. But we invite great players because the culture evolves as you add more talent, you add more great players, it gets better actually. So if we can avoid the jerks, we're in good shape. With respect to the E's, there's two big E's when you're talking about M&A. It's economics is the first E, and that's easy. You can quantify that. That goes on a spreadsheet. It's easy to talk about. You just have a conversation. The other E is more difficult, and it can be hidden. And sometimes people don't tell you exactly what they're thinking or what the motivations for certain actions are, and that's emotions. But what we like to talk about is, look, there's a lot of things that we feel as people we need to control completely. Some of it's not important, and if we can get rid of some of this stuff that we feel we need to have complete control over in the short term, that's really not that important, we're going to gain immense control over things that are very important down the road. In other words, maybe the ultimate enterprise value of your business, the long-term course for the next generation in your business and your clients when you ultimately decide to retire or God forbid something happens to you. So the emotional part of it's more difficult, but it's arguably the most important.
Yeah, the personal growth through that is actually incredible. And it's been fun to see with all of our partners. And it's almost like, if you can use a metaphor, which you have some great ones, but it's cleaning out your mental closet. You get to wear less hats, but you get to choose your hats, and you get to wear them out on the town and do more of what you love. And it's been fun to see everybody be able to do that and be successful and grow their businesses. And like you said, in the end, have that control and that success and peace of mind. Just to kind of wrap up, because I want to keep things a little bit, short for everyone's time's sake. Mm-hmm. What's your vision? Where do you see this going? Not that you have a crystal ball, but where are we going in the M&A space in the next 3 to 5 years? And you can answer that from a Beacon perspective or just an RIA industry perspective. I'm just curious, if you had a crystal ball, what do you think's coming down the pipeline?
Well, I mean, from a Beacon Pointe perspective, we're going to be aggressively pursuing M&A for the foreseeable future. It's an important part of our 10-year plan, and we're going to stick to it. But we're going to be thoughtful and we're going to be careful. And the three first screens still apply. No jerks allowed.
Always.
For the industry, I think it's inevitable because of the demographic issue with founders of RIA firms. There's a couple things going on. One is there's a decreasing number of advisors overall entering in the industry at any given point in time. So there's more exiting than there are entering. So we have a training and attraction problem. We need to get more advisors into the space. But the older RIA owners are going to be retiring, and the next generation may or may not be ready to take over. Internal succession plans are expensive and hard to pull off. It sounds easy, it sounds great, but it's hard to pull off. So I think we're going to see much more M&A over the next 3 to 7 years than we have in the past.
Yeah. Even with the pandemic in the middle of all this, it seems like the trend continues upward for many different reasons. But I'm excited for the RIA industry as a whole. Like you said, I think this is better for clients. It's better for existing owners, next gen. I think all around this is a positive thing. So I'm pretty excited about it. I know you are, but I'm pretty amped too.
Yeah. Well, you're right. We're in a great spot. This is a great industry to be in, and you're helping a lot of people. So it's good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always top of mind, front and center, as it should be. Well, Matt, thanks for checking in. I'm glad we could color coordinate today. Too funny of all the colors. But anyways, thanks for your time. And I'm sure we'll be doing this again shortly. And we'll talk about another interesting topic that we'll have to share with the rest of our RIA community.
Yeah, great. I love talking to you, Al.
Awesome.
Have a great afternoon. Take care.
You too, Matt. Talk to you later. Bye.